After finishing the first season of Fallout the show, the only thoughts I really had were, first, that Goosey and or Maximus will have more than each other as love interests. Second, what on earth will happen to Norm? And third, my thought after the season finale is the one I think about the most. Let me see the Institute. Let me see what the interpretation will be of what is essentially Vault-Tec revived. So first, I really enjoyed that Goose and Max found trust within each other deep enough to form a mutual bond. I like how their relationship reflects the companion romance trees you can choose to pursue in the game. If we're seeing Lucy as the main character, I predict that she'll have a secondary love interest, partially because love triangles always provide for watchable drama, but because it's also realistic to some people's gameplay. We follow Max independently, but we know he's a liar and is easily swayed by emotion, so it's very possible he only acts passionately for Lucy as long as he feels wanted by her. It's very possible that his half-witted plans can put her in real danger where she feels betrayed, or, at the very least, that it's too dangerous to trust him to be close to her. I do feel like overall they will likely end up together. I just know that their relationship will be tough to keep viewers interested when they're long distance, so I believe something will happen there. Second, precious little Norm. I'm sad that he looked so scared when accepting his fate. The whole premise of the scene was lighthearted enough that I did believe for a second that he would exit out of that situation, but not the way it ended up happening. So, the first way I can see him getting out of stasis before 6 million years pass is if someone comes looking for him, releases him, is able to get them both past Bud's brain, and find safety outside the vault. Second is by accident, if all of the pods get released at once due to a malfunction, or if Bud accidentally hits the reset button while scrolling around. I'm certainly hoping for a safe and timely way out for him. It did remind me of the hopeless feeling players get in Fallout 4 after being unfrozen long enough to see your loved ones taken from you, just to be frozen again. The thought of being forced to exit when your loved ones are in danger and you have so much left to live for is overwhelming for me. So the fear he showed in that scene was definitely recognizable. Last, I've watched so many videos and rewatched the show looking for Institute clues. It's pretty dry out there. I could only find one solid clue. While the Institute is super prevalent in Fallout 4, it's mentioned in both Fallout 3 and New Vegas, which, coincidentally, is where the next season will likely have multiple scenes, judging by Hank looking out over the ruins. The 3 times the Institute is alluded to in Fallout 3 is during the Replicated Man quest, then Desmond telling the player that he wants to visit the Institute, and finally, Dr. Madison Lee, who we eventually meet at the Institute in Fallout 4. In New Vegas, it's only through Mr. House's obituary that we get an understanding of his past. I assume that in Season 2, we will see Mr. House as we've come to know him. I assume that's who Hank is going to see, perhaps to report back to and receive more orders from. If New Vegas is in ruins, who would be keeping him alive? What is he keeping alive? In his obituary, we learn that he was a graduate of the Institute, to whom he credits his success. By relation, any robotics that were developed by Robco, including Pip-Boys and Mr. Handies, are all Institute technology. The Enclave survived, so why not the Institute? We see a lone Assaultron dead in the desert as proof that over time, the advanced robotics that were centralized in the Commonwealth have made it to the far side of California. So, I think that if the Institute isn't openly involved in the second season, I think we will see hints of their existence, and then the third season will include them. Potentially, the third season will have us visiting the Commonwealth. Hopefully by then, we will have Elder Scrolls 6 before they try to suggest a series based off that franchise. My bonus prediction is that we will visit the city of Arroyo while the Ghoul and Lucy are on their way to New Vegas, and we meet the new descendants of the original Fallout 1 and 2 protagonists. Okay, bye.